Hi and welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Hope you had a good Christmas. I'm doing a quick review on this, which is a LCD loupe, I think they call it. Now unfortunately I got this Christmas and this is the one I ordered, and it did say it was for a D7000, but as it happens it's not the right size viewfinder. So it isn't quite right, but I've made it fit and it works fine anyway, and I don't do that much video, so I'm going to live with it. So what you get is a metal ring which you stick to the idea is you stick that to your viewfinder. Now because I've got these LCD protectors on, I've stuck it to the LCD protector, but I don't know if you can see there, it overhangs because it's not quite the right shape for this. It's ever so slightly too big for this LCD. So first of all, what I would say is make sure you measure your LCD screen and get the exact one. Don't just rely on it saying it's for a D7000, because that's what I've done and I've come unstuck. So anyway, I've stuck it on to the screen, and if I click the screen on like that, because it slightly overhangs, it's sort of half covering these buttons. I can still use the buttons absolutely fine, it's no problem, it's just aesthetically it's not ideal. Then the idea is, if that all fitted perfectly, you just leave that on permanently. The idea is when you need to use this, it clips on magnetically and it's got little locators, so it holds nicely, it doesn't move around. Once it's on, it's on. Now when you look through, obviously you need it in live view, that would help, Gary. You look through and it magnifies the screen, and it's so easy. I'm just manually focusing, bang, let's go for something further away, out the window, there you go, lovely. And it just makes life so much easier when you're doing video. And it's a cheap item, you know. It was only about, I think about 12-15 quid, something like that. So it's not an expensive item. It does what it says on the tin. It's nice and easy to use. And for me, the other thing is when you're videoing, where do you have your camera? And I sort of find I'm not really holding it right. Whereas when you use this, I have my thumb on the record button. I've got the autofocus. I can also zoom while I'm there. And it just seems a more natural place to have your camera when you're videoing, and for me that works so much better than trying to just use the LCD screen on its own. As I say, it does magnify it. I think it's about 1.5 times magnification, and so everything's nice and clear. As I say, the only issue that I've done is I've bought, this is an LCD V2 which doesn't quite fit properly, but I'm happy with it for the times that I'm going to use it. You know, later on I might swap it and get one that fits perfectly. And what I've done is I've got a couple of these, and I have one with that on and one without. So when I'm not planning on doing any videoing particularly, I'll just stick the one without the little metal ring on, so it's not in the way on, and that just clips on like that. So it's no great issue for me. And that I'll just leave attached to the loupe and leave that in your bag. That is the LCD loupe. Anyway, a really useful item, but do measure your LCD screen first. This has been GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Cheers, bye.